Okay, just getting set up here. I am back in Daydreams again by Hannah Karlzon. So there was a point in our videos that I did work on this one. I remember doing the light source, I did some of the purple, I did some of the orangey, and now I'm working on this water. Now, I'm gonna see, there are glitter gel pens being used. I don't know if you can tell where. Okay, but let me show you how I decide to do what where. What where? Does that make sense? Anyhow, let me get right there, and I'm going to have a seat, and we will just get started. Okay, so I am using the Castle Arts. These are not the gold series. This is the regulars, okay? 95 Cobalt Blue Deep. That is my medium shade. My dark shade is Prussian Blue 042. And then my light is Cobalt Blue Light number 94. And then I have some assorted gel pens with glitter. All right, so the main thing I want to show you is when you're doing any kind of swirls, pick your 3 colors, okay? And then I know that I want to incorporate some glitter gel pens into this somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the glitter gel pen on the middle one here, which means this. And I'm marking it because of the swirl, is going to get colored. And then so is, and you'll see why I'm doing this, so is this one. And as I come around here, it comes around and around and in. So what I'm actually going to do, and I don't usually do the darkest shade first, but I am going to come in here and do this darkest area first. I don't even know. Okay, some of those other areas don't even go all the way around. See where this one stops right here and this one stops right here? So that's why I'm doing the darkest, just because it'll help me, because this is so small. Okay, now I'm going to go back to doing like we normally do. I'm going to do my lightest area first, and let's go ahead and do the outside one here. See how long that is? So normally I would color the midsection right through the middle. And then if I leave that much there, then I'm going to leave probably about this much on the other end. So I will color all of this with my lightest shade. So going around, just get that all colored in. I hope you are having a good week, weekend, whatever it may be. I'm not even sure when this gets posted yet. I am actually ahead on my videos, so I have several set up in the queue to go on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But yeah, it's been beautiful weather here. I wet mopped all of the kitchen and hall between dining room and living room yesterday. And then I took the bath mats, not the bath mats, the kitchen mats. Okay, changing to my medium. And I threw the kitchen mats in the washer. I have some of those spongy ones that feel like you're standing on foam. So I put those, read the directions, put them through the washer, And then I have a rug that goes in front of our refrigerator that I made out of my own self-cut jelly rolls. So it just needed a good washing. So I threw that in the washer. And then when these rugs came out, I put them on clip hangers and hung them outside because it was in like the upper 60s yesterday. And it was just as warm or warmer today. I actually left them out there all night. Brought them in today, gave them a good shaking, put them back down on the floor. So my kitchen just looks all fresh and clean. So that was my big thing yesterday. And we do today is actually Wednesday here. So we do our bedding, changing to my darkest shade. We do the bedding every other week. I know people that do it like every other day. So no, I'm not that obsessed. I feel like if we shower before we go to bed, then we're probably doing okay. So I just do it every other week. So that is not today. That'll be next week. We did it last week. And so I'm going back to my lightest. But I did go ahead and do all of my top clothes today. And we drip dry those. It just makes them last longer for the clothing that we get. I have a lot of LuLaRoe that I got on a really cheap site that was closing down. So, and you're not supposed to dry it. So that works out really well for me. And hubby does his own clothes, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we do our own. We've done that ever since I was 30. Yeah, I was 30 when I had my hysterectomy. And he picked up doing the laundry. And when I was able to do it again, he said he wanted to keep his and do it himself. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? And he's like, nothing. Come to find out, laundry is one of those things that he can do from start to finish, where a lot of his job was not start to finish work. It was open files. And so it made him feel better about things. So I was like, oh, fine, do your laundry. I'm good with that. So he's done his laundry ever since. Now, when you look at this one, I am making sure that I take this color far enough around that when I come in with the next blue, it's not going to be right next to it. So I'm going to take this just a little bit further because I really think it'll be more interesting to the eye if the next blue, I change to the middle one. Let's go to the middle one. I just grabbed the darkest. So see, having these two next to each other is okay. And I'm going to blend into this, but I just didn't want them next to each other all this distance. Just made it more pleasing to my eye. Blending in. And you know, I will come back with my lightest shade and blend everything. So not to worry about that. And this is where you have a good tip on your pencil, darkest shade. It's going to be easier. Okay, let's go to the other end of this, the medium. Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of the camera. See, just blend that, just blend it out. Now I will tell you on doing this page, as I was darker shade coming through with the gel pen, I thought, oh my gosh, I've really ruined this page because all the colors started looking the same. but after they started drying, it was fine. Now, I used my darkest shade on this, this, and this, and then I used the medium shade. There was a line right here. I used the medium here, 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 and up here. The reason being, I knew I was going to make all these other little dots, different shades of blue. I could have made them white for bubbles, whatever. I just decided to go with blues. So now let's go ahead and let's do another one of these. So I'm going to come through here, and I want this one, whatever it is, to be pencil. So, and it looks like it goes to nothing and then picks up again over here. So I'll do the middle of this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the outside one down here also. Okay. And then coming back around to this one, I'm going to do the middle. I know I'm all in the shadow. I'm sorry. I've got to see about digging out another lamp since that one kept overheating. Then I'm going to go to the medium. And then the medium on this side. Medium down here. And any little bits like right there, I can pick that up with gel pen. It doesn't concern me to have to fill it with pencil right this minute. And then up here with the medium. All right, medium here. I do like the way that the kettle on here, or the teapot, whatever you want to call it, has worked out. I do like that. If you missed that, it was another video. Just go back in and look for the videos on my channel, and you'll be able to find it. There we go. Let's do a little bit more blending. Okay, then I'm going to go with the darkest. Come down here and get this done. Blend it out lighter. Right here at the tip. And at this tip. And then here. So notice I'm doing different curlies, doing the entire curly of one or two instead of starting like all of them. Because of the way it's so whimsical and goes around, I was really afraid of getting lost by doing all of them at once. Okay, now I am going to stop with that and move over to gel pens. Make sure we're still really in this, and we are. Good. So then when I started doing gel pens, I just tried to get some different blues. So I'm going to take this one, and they don't always work good, but if there's a hole in the end like that, you can shake them down or blow through that hole, and sometimes it'll reconstitute or get them going. So what I've done is, like, I will come in and we'll just start on this one. Now these gel pens all have glitter in them. I love glitter in my gel pens, I will not lie. I do not care for a flat gel pen, so I pulled all my glitter ones out, kept them, and sold my flat matte ones. And they sold right away. So there are people that like the opposite of me, and that turned out great. And I'm going to go ahead and do that little circle there. Okay, so then that's one area. I could do another area. Let's look at this one. I'll do this one. And I think this is my gel pen that starts skipping after a bit. So we'll see. We'll see if it keeps going through this. Because I'm doing blue on blue, I don't have to be quite as careful as what I would normally be if I was doing a different color. Do that center. Okay, and pop that lid on. Snap, good. Then I'm going to come over and grab another one. And I will do this section. This pen is nice and juicy. Love the way it flows. This one actually is by Smooth. The other one was Gel Writer. That's supposed to be pretty good, I thought, but Smooth is winning out over this one so far. There are so many different brands of pencils and of gel pens that, yeah, just go with the flow, and I use whatever I've got. Every now and then I'll buy something new. I have not bought new gel pens in forever. So I'm going to go ahead and do this little piece here. And then I have one more gel pen that I was using. This one. This is another gel writer, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to start. Now I'm being careful. I keep doing this because I'm looking to see where my hand's going to go, where I'm not going to smear it. And in fact, after I do a couple of little things here, I will stop and just walk away from it and probably not work on it the rest of the night. Because, number one, there's a Hallmark movie waiting for me in the other room. Number two, I have paper shredding to do for my in-laws. No, the real reason, though, is because I don't want to accidentally smear something. Okay? Now, I do not remember which pen I used on this, on the bubbles. I do think it was the very first pen, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and use. So what I did was came through, and I'm going to work left to right so that I know my hand is in a good place. And I'm just going to do the ones here. And you'll see what I was talking about when I said I was afraid that I had really messed it up. Do you see how there's not much difference in these colors? They're all kind of the same. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I've ruined the page. But as they dry, I'm going to go ahead and do that center just because. As they started to dry, they did turn a little bit. And then I also decided that I would take the silver gel pen and go around the circles here just slightly. And then I also knew that if it was a problem, I could go over some of these wavy lines with the silver gel pen also. So there's that. So then after it dries, I think, let me see if it'll work right now. Yeah, it is. And I don't know if you can see this working or not. I'm not concerned with doing the entire circle but getting parts of it. Okay. Just parts of the circle will make it pop up against the other blue. Okay, so I am going to stop with that. Now, I'm going to show you that is what I just did. Okay, all of that. And again, you can't always tell that they're different colors. Now there you kind of can. But look at that difference there. So as they dried, and you can see the silver on the circles there too. As they dried, they did change up a bit. So that is actually going to do it for today, for this video. I am going to let all that dry. Then I'm going to come back in with some more of the pencil and do. Then I'll come in and do the wavy parts and let that dry, and then come back in and do the dots. So it is a process that you want to follow along so that you don't smear your work. Do all this work, you don't want to smear it. But anyway, all right, my next video may be a organizing video. I've been working hard to get this craft room studio area decently cleaned up so that I could shoot a video for you. So hopefully that will be coming soon-ish. Yeah, I think it could probably almost always need more cleaning, but I want to have it clean enough that I'm not thoroughly embarrassed by it. All right, thanks for stopping by. I would love a thumbs up. Any comments would be awesome. And if you're not a subscriber or follower, I would love that too. Okay? All right, thanks for sticking with me. Bye-bye.